What's that sound like to you?
Honestly, it really hasn't hit me. I don't think it will hit me for a while, but it's a great honor. Blessed to still be wearing this jersey. Blessed for future teammates or future recruits that will come in. They'll know my name and also past teammates. So pretty excited.
Do you think of favorites throughout all that, or is it just?
There's a slight few. I would say they're all mainly, the game winners. Beating Long Tech, the first loss they had in at home in postseason history. NCAA tournament games, yeah.
Izzy, what's it been like for you to kind of watch Brice over this past year, or how the year's gone?
I remember when I was being recruited, I was like, dang, like I'm gonna miss Brice, getting to play with her, and I saw she was coming back, and watching her play and her strength and her ability to blow past these girls and finish layups strong over people, like it's insane to watch, and it makes me want to be a player just like her when I get older.
Brice, you know the history of this program. Your name's going to be with some of those. I think it's up there. Like it's going to be next to Jackie Stiles and some of those. How amazing is that to you?
It's amazing that I even have this opportunity to come back this year. I know Mox was very thankful that I came back, and just knowing that she told me I had the chance to write my name in record books, but I didn't really pay attention to that until Ben or Megan told me some records that I'm creeping up on, and just knowing that it's a blessing to wear this jersey. This community is great. I absolutely love all the fans. You guys as well, just covering me the past 6 years. It's overall a great feeling, and just knowing that I'll always have my name in the record book is really crazy because I never thought I'd be breaking all these numbers.
When do you think it is going to hit you?
Probably a couple weeks until my last game. I think it'll be surreal just knowing that my parents have supported me, all my friends throughout the years have supported me, and I don't know. I don't think it'll hit me for a while, but I'll keep it to the future whenever that happens.
Did you ever go through last year thinking anything of those would be your last? I know you had the option, but you kind of chose a little bit after the season.
I did a little bit, just knowing that I wasn't really sure if I wanted to continue to play college or professional-wise, and I thought, I'm going to continue to play basketball. Might as well finish my master's degree and be in college one more year and have fun with my teammates and coaches, and also just the newbies. We want them to feel what we felt the past 2 years, and just knowing that they popped on board and they want to grow in every aspect of the game, on and off the court especially, and just knowing that they want to feel what we felt.
As you've now had a couple of three-pointers in back-to-back games, are you starting to feel a little bit more comfortable now?
Yeah, I definitely, that William Jewell game was rough for me. I went 0 for 6 from 3. And so it was kind of tough for me in practice, and Coach Tori told me, she was like, you got to let it go. She's like, next shot. And once I hit that first shot in the Mizzou game, I knew that I finally let the lid off, and it felt good.
Brice, just team-wise, offensively, it's kind of been a slow thing to start the year, but just kind of back-to-back 45+% games. Do you guys feel like it's starting to turn around and be able to add that with the great defense you guys have been playing?
Oh yeah, especially during that stretch, we all struggled a little bit, just knowing that. But we still have confidence in ourselves. Our coaches still had confidence in us, and we picked up a new pressure shooting drill. I think that's helped us a lot, and just knowing that we're always going to feed off of each other, and just knowing that we're a great defensive team, and that leads to our offense, and just knowing that we've had a little bit of role changes, especially offensively, and still putting pieces to the puzzle together, but just knowing that we're going to feed off, especially at last game Mizzou. That was our probably best game overall together, and just feeding off of that, we know what we're capable of now, and just continue to grow off of that.
Your next game's at 11 a.m. Is there what are the difficulties of playing at 11 a.m. rather than 2, 3 or prime time?
We've had a couple morning games in Puerto Rico, so we know we have to get up and amp for those type of games, but hopefully, the children will be on our side screaming, so we know it's going to be a loud environment and just feeding off of their energy. Yeah.
Was Jasmine going to dunk if they didn't call the shot clock violation?
We're really hoping she would, something just...
We're waiting for it.
Right, she's right there. I think she's just scared that she doesn't know how to control her body, and I'm like, girl, you're up there, like, your hand is way above the rim, but we're counting on it one day.
Anything else for these two? Yeah, so always good to get a dub, of course, especially at home. We want to protect home court. Just found out we are 27-1, I guess, in the last 3 seasons at home, so that was really cool to see. And also found out Brice has all-time wins here in program history, so that was awesome too. So some really good stuff that came out from today. But I just, I'm happy that we were able to get over the hump and weather the storm a little bit. We're a team that really values academics, so during finals week, we don't practice a lot, so we had to get back in rhythm. And also just play a different kind of style with people trying to sit off of us and be in zone and things like that. So I was happy to see us come out with a good win.
What's it like, just for Brice, that's what makes her that kind of winner, that she's able to have that record when people have won a lot here?
Brice is tough, you know, and she's just somebody who's a competitor at the end of the day. You know, she's never been one that wants to take every shot or get the shine. You know, the thing that she valued the most from the beginning of her career is defense, and you don't find a lot of kids like that. So she's worked on her offense, and we've worked to try and, you know, change her mindset, have her have a killer mindset on the offensive end, which she's developed in the last couple of years. But she's just somebody who wants to win and wants to win at a high level, you know, and I think she's doing a great job just keeping our kids focused and, you know, just working her way into being a great leader, a consistent leader like she's been, and I'm just super proud of her. And that record is probably going to be, like, untouchable because she got a unique situation. She got a, you know, extra year with the COVID stuff, so it's not even like she sat out all last year and then had to get an extra year. She's actually playing a lot of minutes and playing a lot of games, so I just feel like she's really etched her name in history here.
You said part of your pitch to get her back here was just saying, hey, you can be in a lot of these records, make your place in history. Just kind of what was that like, those conversations like?
For sure, I mean, I think it's true. You know, she's going to break, she's broken a few records already, but she's going to continue to break records. And playing that many years and actually not really sitting out, like if you're going to play 6 years, most people have sat out 2 years, and she's not going to, that's not the case for her. So she's going to play a lot of minutes, start, and be able to just crush some records. And I think that's what it's all about. You know, this is her place. She's invested 6 years here, and, you know, she's competed and she's left everything on the court for herself, for her family, for the fans, for her teammates, all that stuff. So, you know, you want to leave a legacy, and I think that her coming back is definitely going to do that.
You mentioned the record at home, 27-1, since you've been here, and you always preach protecting home court and winning at home. So to see them actually do that, it's got to feel good as a coach, right?
For sure, it's got to feel good. We got to take pride playing at home and in front of our fans. You know, our fans, they stick with us, win, lose, no matter what's going on. So you want to perform at home, and also our fans make this a really good atmosphere and hard for the other teams to be successful here. So it's not just us, it's also them helping us get over the hump whenever we're not hitting shots or we're not doing what we're supposed to do, maybe energy's low or whatever. So that's our gift back to our fans, is just really protecting home court. And it's crazy because before the radio I just did right now, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was 27-1. That's a crazy stat, but as a coach, I'm always still thinking of that South Dakota State game last year. Wish I could get that one back, but we're all right. We got a little payback this year, so it's still good.
Late in the game, Paige went out. I know you had 4 in street close tonight. Is health an issue at the point right now?
I mean, I think everybody kind of around the country right now is kind of going through that. I was just happy to see that, you know, Abby J had the flu, and I was just happy to see it didn't spread through our team. You know, there's been some games that have been canceled because of the flu outbreak, and you don't really see that. Before COVID, we never really saw that, you know, games being canceled because of flu. So I'm happy that it was an isolated individual that got it, and she's feeling better. I mean, she got it a couple days ago and was away from the team when she was, you know, more symptomatic and not feeling well. And now she's doing well. There's precautionary, wear a mask, you know, don't really touch anybody. But she just started being around the team again yesterday, and then she's moving forward. So she's fine. I mean, she had the flu. She's better, and she'll be fine. But I wouldn't say it's an issue. Obviously, losing Abby Hip was an issue, you know, with our depth in the post spot. But our team has done a good job just, you know, combating that and just staying focused and next woman up mentality. So I'm really proud of how we kind of bounced back from losing Abby Hip. But of course, you know, she was a starter for us, and she's the glue to our team, which she still is, actually. She's just not with us physically on the court. So we have a freshman that's redshirting, Taylor Woodhouse, and Jen is working her way back. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's an issue. Today, I thought our depth could have been better. Our bench could have performed better, but at the same time, you know, people are still getting comfortable. There were still some good things that happened. Paige hit some threes off the bench. Izzy hit some threes off the bench. We had some good things that we can build on, but we also have some things we need to work on.
When's Jen supposed to come back? I know before the season you said around December. Just kind of how's that going right now?
Yeah, we wanted to see if she could come back at the beginning of conference season, and we'll see how she is. She has to, be cleared by the doctors and everything after the break. And if she's not quite ready, then hopefully, middle of January. That was the second date that we were thinking of. But Jen's in full contact practice, and she's working her way into, just getting in game shape and just getting used to cutting and, just being able to react when you don't know something's happening. Somebody runs at you, somebody cuts you off, things like that. So she just has to continue to get comfortable with that. But I definitely think she'll be playing, in the next month or so, I would hope, but for sure this year.
Offensively, of course, just are you seeing the consistency that you've been wanting to see?
In certain areas, I think they sat in a 2-3 zone most of the game and just packed the paint, and obviously that forces you to hit shots. We could have hit more threes, but again, I just knew that this game was going to be a little bit of a struggle because finals week always is. Like, we focus on academics. I want our team to continue to be successful in that area, so we don't practice a lot, so people get out of rhythm a little bit. We don't practice as a team a lot. Now, we do individual workouts and work on fundamentals and things like that, but people can get out of rhythm, and when they do, we just got to get them back in rhythm, and I think this game is helping us do that. But again, we shot 4 for 19 from the 3. Obviously, we need to do better than that, but I was happy to see against the zone when we were out of rhythm that we put up 72 points.
You guys still have one non-conference game left before conference comes here in just under 2 weeks. Do you feel like where's your team at right now? Are you happy with where they're at just before conference pretty much kicks off?
Yeah, for sure. I think we've been through a lot of adversity, and we've continued to win games. We have 2 losses on our schedule, and we're in the top 10 for a strength schedule. So I think that kind of speaks for itself. I think our kids are fighting through stuff and persevering when we hit adversity and things like that. So I'm really proud of our players, and of course there's always some things you can work on, and there's some things that we will work on, but we don't need to be playing our best basketball to the end of February anyway. So I think we're on track, and I think we're doing well, and as we continue to get people back and healthy and just get a deeper rotation, I think it's going to be good.
You like 11 a.m. games?
It'll be different. I don't know if anybody on our current roster has played at that time yet, but maybe they did before I got here. It'll be different, but it'll be good. I think Education Day games are good. You get elementary school kids in here that get to see an atmosphere maybe that they wouldn't see before, and get them a break from school and to come help cheer us on. And it brings a lot of energy in here, helps us, and I think we're going to need that. Toledo's a good team, and I don't want us to be flat at all, and having all those kids screaming in here is definitely going to help us out. So we got to get our butts up early and be ready to play.
What's that environment going to be like just when you have 1,000 screaming kids? They're just happy when the ball goes in the bucket.
It's going to be loud. It's going to be really loud. Some of the other fans may think it's too loud. I don't know, but I always think it's a good thing. I love kids personally, and for them to have fun in that environment and just be able to have that experience is only a good thing in my book.
Anything else?